Hello everybody and welcome back to Alaris Labs YouTube channel. As you may know, the new version 3.5.15 has been released, and here we go into list the most important features and changes. As not all the features and corrections will be discussed in this video, you're welcome to check the full list of changes in the release notes. Check out our Facebook and LinkedIn pages to learn more about our life and business. The new parameters in-outdoor duration have been added to carriers' agreements. They allow additional fine-tuning of duration rounding. When enabled, the original duration with no rounding will be used to bill the call. Only the second and third parts of the increment are affected. The first part of the increment is applied irrespective of this checkbox. The following examples illustrate possible rounding schemes. The new markers invoice start date and invoice end date have been added to all invoice-related document. They are replaced by the start and end date of the billing period. The new system parameter RateSnippet marks number of rows has been added to administration system settings common. It controls the number of rows that can be displayed in the RateSnippet marker, which serves to list the rates in the rate expert email body. The following new markers have been added: user's login name, user's password. They can be used in the partner portal greeting letter template. Now, if a user registers in the Wholesale portal and the markers are properly configured in the template, the user will receive an email with a login and password to access the portal. The new parameter request delivery receipt for invoices where 0 is no, 1 is yes has been added to administration, system settings, financial module. When enabled, emails with invoices will require confirmation of receipt. The IP field in the SMS Voice over IP points of identifications has been renamed to IP trunk and shows the trunk group if the point of identification has no IP address. Previously, statistics could be updated slower than expected due to the delay in updating our cubes for the past period. Now, the past few hours are calculated by minute cubes. Earlier, only the previous hour was calculated by minute cubes. The number of past hours is set in the parameter minute cube partition count, administration, system settings, statistics module. For example, if the current time is 6:24 p.m., minute cubes are available since 3:24 p.m. and the system will use minute cubes from 4 till 6:24 p.m. As the hour 3 p.m. is not converted fully, it will be calculated by hour cubes. It is now possible to set a negative limit for the margin metric invoice routing limitation rules. For this purpose, two new metrics have been added: margin, system currency less than, and margin system currency greater than. The latter replaces the old margin metric. The limit field allows entering a negative value only if the metric value is margin system currency less than. The margin system currency greater than metric serves to block a destination if the margin exceeds the preset limit. The margin system currency less than serves to block a destination if the margin is below the limit. The product notes field can now be used to create a limitation rule. This will allow specifying multiple client products and block destinations without the need to create several rules. The Add Period button has been added to the Groups tab of Voice Rates Rate Editor. It allows adding a price to multiple rates within a group. The function has been ported from Alaris SMS platform. If a user sets a time zone that implies switching between summer and winter time, the Voice Analytics or SMS Analytics interface may display an incorrect number of cubes. Now, when the option by hour or by minute is selected, the period is displayed correctly. Now the system parameters allow partner portal users to edit POI 1 yes, 0 no, and Wholesale portal access mode 1 read-write, 2 read-only can be used to control the user's permission to edit POIs. If both parameters are set to 1, the user can edit and delete POIs in the Wholesale portal. Now the rate server types is used to send notifications on order input and file receipt. Previously, the default server type was used for the purpose. The new control has been added to the CDRs EDRs page that allows selecting the format for downloading CDRs or EDRs. Previously, EDRs or CDRs could only be downloaded in the CSV format. Now the user can select either CSV or XLS. The following errors have been fixed in finance recurring fees. If a cross-monthly invoice splitting was enabled, administration, system settings, financial module, and the billing period included some part of 2 months, for example a few days at the end of January and a few days in February, the invoice was split into 2, each one for the full period of subscription. If the subscription enabled at the beginning of the billing period, for example if the billing period is a week and the subscription ended on Wednesday, the invoice was generated for the whole period. If the start or end date of the subscription didn't coincide with the start or end date of the billing period, the invoice was generated for the full period, though it should be recalculated with account for the incomplete period. The daily volume column has been added to the plan panel of the swap deals. It shows the estimated average volume for each day of the deal. The time control has been added to CDRs, EDRs page that allows specifying the exact time of exported records. Previously, the user could only specify the date. The behavior of the system owner, no restrictions row has been updated. Earlier, when the user disabled the row, all permissions within it remain selected. Now, when the user uses Ctrl+click on the System Owner No Restriction checkbox, all permissions will be deselected. A simple click on the checkbox will keep all permissions selected. A pop-up tip has also been added to the checkbox to prompt about this behavior. The new marker currency symbol has been added. It is replaced by the symbol of the currency in which the invoice is generated. By default, only the USD symbol is supported. To include other symbols, contact the Alaris technical support team and communicate the code BZ29982. It is now possible to determine the IP address of a domain name during CDR import and place its value in any field. To enable the feature, contact the Alaris technical support team and communicate the code BZ30897. The new Destinations field has been added to Voice, Rates, Rate Plan Creation, Rate Compilation that serves to select destinations for generation of rates. Previously, destinations could only be set in Voice, Rates, Rate Plan Creation, Cost Rules. The new column Comments was added to the table of tasks in Voice CDR Management CDR Export tool. It displays the content of the comment field if it was filled when a task was created. If the field was left empty but a user preset was applied, the system displays the name of the preset in the comment field. If both the field was filled and the preset used, the column will contain the value manually specified by the user during export. This feature has been ported from Alaris SMS platform. To make the stats more informative, the new columns Trunk IP List and Trunk IP Description have been added to the main table of the Voice over IP usage statistics page. This information will also be displayed in the files exported from the portal. Previously, the chart in the volume-based deals displayed the data for the whole period of the deal, set in the From and To fields. Now the data is displayed for the billing period only, which is defined in the period field. Filters have been added to the columns containing custom parameters in the carrier's interface. The new parameter Route Testing POI ID has been added to Administration, System Settings, Routing module. It serves to set the POI whose traffic will be handled by the routing module based on a predefined scenario if it comes from a specific DNIS. The system will search for the vendor's POI ID based on the part of the B number preceding the hash symbol. If the POI is found, it will be used as the only possible route. Also, the routing module will apply both system-wide and POI-based translations of A and B numbers. If the vendor POI is not found, the routing attempt will be rejected with the following error. For better usability, the following parameters have been renamed in Voice, Rates, Rate Plan Creation, Rate Compilation, and Costs Rules. Vendor Destination Rate in the Rate Compilation section was renamed to Set Client Rates within the same destination as, and Destination Rate in the Cost Rules interface was renamed to Pick Vendor Rate within the same destination as. Products selected in the multi-picker, invoice, SMS, volume-based deals are now displayed in the following format: product, currency, product direction. The user can now authorize for the use of REST API methods directly through the web browser. To do this, supply the login and password before the domain name. For example, the request below will be executed under the user account. Well, these are all technical details that we plan to describe in this video. Hopefully it was useful to you. In case you have any questions regarding the new version and the features that were not described here, you are welcome to contact our support team. If you have any suggestions regarding the channel development, we will be happy to get them at the following email. Check out our Facebook and LinkedIn pages to learn more about our life and business. See you in the next video!